Hi, this is the Open Gym, and today we're checking out some roller derby with the Cambridge Rollerbillies.
So we're at Kelsey Carriage in the centre of Cambridge. So the class that we're going to be filming today is called Fresh Meat, and it's all the kind of fresh meat of people trying out the sport and learning the sport and how to skate, how to stop, how to start, how to hit people.
So we're really excited to see what roller derby is, why they all have crazy nicknames, and if it's as brutal as I think it might be.
I'm really excited because I did a bit of figure skating as a kid, so to kind of have the opportunity to see a sport that kind of includes skating, but in a completely different format to figure skating. So I think that's going to be really, really interesting.
What's the hardest thing about roller derby?
The floor. My best friend Kirsten is from Seattle, so roller derby started in America, so it was especially then much more well known in the States. So she moved here and heard that there was a team in Cambridge and basically just dragged me along to one of the meet and greets. And I thought it looked really cool, so I joined, and 5 years later still doing it. I didn't actually know how to skate at all when I started, so I did this. So I learned how to skate, how to stop, and then I've just got up through the nights basically. For me it's really fun. I really love skating and I really love the competitive atmosphere. It's quite hard, especially as an amateur athlete, as a woman, kind of growing up having not really been very serious about sports and not really kind of getting involved in sports, to find a sport that I could be really competitive at later in life is really, really great. And I've met some amazing women and kind of non-gender conforming people and guys through this sport that I consider to be lifelong friends now. And it kind of is the great equalizer. So when you start and you start getting to know everyone and you meet these people that you probably never would have met otherwise, that have completely different lives to you, but it's just this great thing that kind of brings everybody together.
So I've done Fresh Meat before. It's not my first attempt. I did it about 4 years ago, and I gave up just because life got in the way or whatever. And it's like doing roller derby is kind of quite life-consuming way. It's so much busy. It's a good community. There's lots to do. So I gave it up because of uni and work, whatever. But I've just got back into it again 10 weeks ago. Back into skating about 10 weeks ago, and got the assessment in 2 weeks' time. I first heard about it because my friend, she started going to watch games, so I went along with her and I thought there's no way I could do that, it looks terrifying. Honestly I was like, oh my goodness. Then my friend started doing it and she said, oh, it's great fun, it's a really good social side to it. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a shot. So I had to last minute buy some skates and I went along and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't as daunting. I hadn't actually skated before, but I should do it. Yeah, she does actually. Yeah, she still does it. So I used to skate in Edinburgh, but now I've moved down here, and still loads of people that I started Fresh Meat with years ago that still do it now. So yeah, it can be scary, although I feel a bit more confident this time. So we shall see.
So I got into it because I moved to Cambridge from Oxford, and I didn't know anyone. And I met a girl at work, and she was wearing a Rollerbillies hoodie, and I, just asked her what it was, and she seemed quite cool, and she was like, yeah, I used to play roller derby, it's really cool. And I didn't know anyone, so I wanted to make some friends. And there happened to be a new beginners course starting about a week later, so I came along and wore jeans to my first session like an idiot, because I didn't think I'd be on skates. and then yeah, just kept going from there. I've really enjoyed it, and I've made some really good friends. About a year and a half. Yeah. But I've had some time out because I went home to Canada, and then I broke my thumb, so I haven't. I've sort of gone, I haven't gone directly through.